Karen here with
Maya.
Guys, thank you so much. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. Woo! We're so excited over here. I found out from the hubster who sent a text message that I was not paying attention to. So then he called and asked me if I paid attention to the channel, and he was like, you guys made it to 1,000. And then
she told me, and at the moment I just got off school, so I was really tired and I wasn't paying attention. And later I heard her telling one of my aunts, and we got to 1,000, and I was like, we did what? And then I learned, and I was like, we did. And then we learned all the things that we can now do with the channel.
There's so much. So we are
we're learning.
We're taking it all in.
Make a mistake and forgive us.
Yeah, forgive us. We are absorbing it and taking it all in because it is a lot. Yeah, it's just incredible, and we know that we would not have been able to do it without all of you subscribing and liking. And please note, we have a giveaway that we will be giving away the giveaway on Monday of next week. And we will give you more information on
next week
on Monday.
So
and
stay tuned for
that video that's coming up. It will be combined with the normal Monday video as well. But today's video, we decided in honor of making it to 1,000 subscribers that we would do a Q&A. And so you all could find out a little bit about us, or a little bit more, because I think we did a Q&A before.
Yes, we've done a Q&A before. I don't know how many we've done, but I know we have at least one of them.
I think we have at least one.
Yeah.
I think we did it at 500.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or 300.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one out there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to use the same questions from that one.
No.
We're going to use questions from all of you.
Yeah, and some things we'll just fill in along the way. For those who are new here, we started the YouTube channel when Maya found out when Maya was diagnosed with UC. We didn't start it right away
because we were still in the hospital.
We were still in the hospital and doing
all
that.
We were coming up with very interesting things to keep us busy.
Yeah, while we were there. And once she was out and fully recovered and was back to university, and then the pandemonium hit, she decided.
Okay, yes, thank you. I'll take that back. So I always said we just started a YouTube channel, but it kept coming. But when everything started slowing down towards the end, or actually like the middle of 2020, we actually started doing it, and it came along with our garden. And we weren't growing a lot with it, but it was really interesting to us because it was the first time growing and seeing stuff. We had a garden prior to 2020, maybe 2015, and nothing grew because we put it in a very dark spot, with the wrong soil and very bad sunlight, obviously.
Right.
And the only thing we got in 2020 was herbs, but we knew we could grow it, so we were like, what else can we grow? And then
it just took off from there. It started moving from there, and
started adding segments to the channel.
And I was just about to say that. So please note, when you see the 6 videos, we actually produce 6 videos per week. It did not start out like that. It really didn't. It started off with just 2 videos, just 2. And it was because we were trying to find our way, along the way. And Maya mentioned, well, maybe you should try, your La Crusade since you like it so much. And I thought, nobody's going to watch that. No one is going to watch that.
And then later on, I was like, maybe you should do cooking, like a cooked video.
And I was like, I am not cooking, but it made sense. The mastermind. But it made sense so my videos on Tuesdays are not necessarily about cooking per se, but they're more about showing people using the La Crusade items in real time. What they can do, as opposed to, you're just kind of buying the item and it's sitting there and you're staring at it wondering what to do next. So I thought, that makes sense. Let me show how I use them on the daily.
It was also, I think she got a question like when she was making it on what do you use it for? Like, and she said, I use all of my
and people
pots.
didn't believe it.
So making cook showed we do use
them.
those things
Yeah.
on a very regular basis.
And people didn't use, like, you can use, like, I used 3 or 4 of them at one time. I was like, let me show you, okay? I can show you better than I can tell you. So that's where that came along. The gardening videos, of course, those came from the beginning. And then Maya found a break in between her college courses, and she wanted to do the tea time.
Tea time with Maya. And I think the first year I kept it going, and then something happened with school, and then there was a pause in it, and then we just kept going again.
And I had to keep those videos going
because we had 6 videos, and YouTube is kind of like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
miss a day, goodbye.
Yeah, so and I'm a stickler about consistency. So it was like, we've got to keep this going. So that's where Thursday's video came along, and
Wednesday's video.
Yeah, but Wednesday yours became Wednesday because then I was doing the Thursday one. And so Thursday is about whatever I find on sale,
Sometimes
what I've been
looking. KitchenAid with Maya.
Yeah, sometimes it's but most of the time Thursday is my free day to, I've oftentimes thought about sharing my favorite perfumes and whatnot, but I was like, how does that fit?
But if you guys are interested,
let us know in the comments.
Because I've been saying that too. So
yeah, she's been telling me that too.
If you guys are interested in knowing about more, just let us know.
Yeah, I'm a total perfume person.
But if you want to know something interesting like scarves or whatever, hairstyles, let us know.
Let us know.
Then Friday's video.
And then Friday's video came along like a year. Yeah, that was the last
segment
one.
We added.
Also, Maya wants to do Vlogmas again this year. So let us know what your thoughts are on that. So we're going to get into some of the questions that you all have asked. Love your gardening, tea making, and showing the cooking you do for your family. Thank you. Everybody has their name and symbol up here, but this is
Good luck.
Sajay. Thank you for your comments. We have Daniel who asked a comment. Daniel, hi Daniel. He always comments. So does Sanjay. You guys are all of you guys everybody who commented here always comments. So if your name is on this list, if you go back and look at the post, everybody on here comments all the time, and we really appreciate it. And make sure that you guys watch that video on Monday
and comment.
Daniel says, congratulations, love you guys, love you too, and it's great seeing your channel grow so quickly. I'd be curious to hear how you plan your video topics. Good one. So generally speaking, everything you see on the video, I'm doing them. We both plan our videos. We'll share ideas sometimes, but generally we try to leave, what she does to what she likes to do, because otherwise it wouldn't come across as authentic.
For me, for some of my living what you see videos or my tea time videos, sometimes it will be environmental. I'll see something and I want to make a tea like that, or something will happen. I'm like, I want to talk about that. But other times we have some planning that we did before our time, and then we're talking about that thing. And it's same for mom sometimes. A new pot will come out and she'll be like, we need to talk about this. So it's sometimes just spontaneous.
And then most of the time for me, I sit down, I peruse the different sites, Crate and Barrel, Williams-Sonoma, Le Creuset, and I will be doing this regardless if I did a video. And just to see what's new out there. A lot of times there's hardly anybody around who buys Le Creuset like I do, or Stove, or what have you. And so having a community to be able, who also buys this or makes tea or gardens or whatnot, it's like building a community around you who enjoys the same thing. So you're not necessarily having to, find a friend per se who enjoys it. You have a bunch of friends online who enjoy the same thing that you do. And so it's like, oh, let me run back and tell them, or let me show them this, and that's what it's become, but I have a day where I plan, which is most of the time on a Sunday. and I tried to plan. We tried to plan a month in advance. We tried to plan in a month in advance, and that way, everything is well thought out, and we can get everything that we need for that time. And sometimes actually 2 months, depending on what it is that we need to purchase. How far in advance? So a month. And sometimes when we film, it could be a week to the day of, you know.
Depends on what's happening.
It depends on what's happening.
To be filmed.
You know, because behind the scenes, she's a full-time student, full-time college student, hopefully last year in school. Mm-hmm. Woo! And and so, you know, it's a lot. So, but we try to plan it so that it doesn't get overwhelming. What has been the most rewarding thing for both of you having the channel? Meeting all of you. Like that, for me, that's one of the most surprising things out of it is how many people have subscribed to the channel. Because I really thought, I think to myself, like, I am so boring.
For me, it's finding out how many people are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. So like when I created the tea channel, I didn't really think much people would be interested in it. And even if I get like 2 views or 3 views, I'm like, there was 3 people that were interested in it just like I was.
Right.
And then it makes me want to think of more ideas or different things to share because I have those 3 people or I have that one person that's interested.
And if anybody,
so it's like having friends from like miles away.
Right. And if anybody out there is thinking about starting a channel and you're worried like, oh, you know, just 5 or 6 views or maybe just 50 views, imagine that many people showing up at your house. That would be a lot of people. So in terms of like, we never really think in terms of like the scale in real time. Because if you really thought about the scale of how many people are subscribed or how many people watch the video, it's a lot of people. It's a lot. And it's just amazing to see that it's reached so many people. So we're so grateful. And I really mean that. Are there things I want to do differently moving forward? Oh my goodness. So we need to get a camera, that's for sure. Because
and a ring light.
Ring light, that's the other thing. We need to get a camera and ring light. But, you know, at first I was like, you know, use what you can. So we've been following a lot of people like just use what you have and just keep moving until you get what you need till you see your channels progressing in such a way. You know, and that's what we've held to, like, you know, let's see.
It's more on the things moving forward is more on the production side.
Yeah.
So you guys will you'll see the quality improve on the videos with the lights and like an actual camera. Another thing is YouTube was telling us some of our videos could be a little longer.
Right.
It was a friendly suggestion. They were like, you know, you want to make this a little
And then
longer.
The funny part was that many of you were like, I could use a longer video. So we're like, wow, okay. Yeah. So going forward, we're trying to, I just didn't want to bore you guys to death. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought people would leave if it was too long.
If it
but
was
YouTube
too
was
long.
like, you might want to think about that.
So according to YouTube, they were like, your subscribers would like some longer videos. So we were like, okay.
I guess we'll make one.
We'll do our best to deliver with this one. And then, so differently moving forward, definitely we need to upgrade our equipment, that's for sure. And I don't know, we've been playing around with things and still we need production. It's production's fault.
It's like, where are they? It's like, you know, that's also us.
We are production. Okay, we're going to, I believe the acronym or whatnot is Black Butterfly. Hey girl, hey. Fellow military member, woo! Thank you for your service. What 3 cooking tools can we not live without?
All right.
Okay.
All right. For actual cooking or for the purpose of the video? I think I can answer both.
For cooking, period.
For cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing I can't live without, I'll go first and she can say one and then I can say one.
Okay.
I cannot live without the large skillet. I don't know what size it is. It's the medium-sized skillet. I use it for, like if I'm not making a big meal that day, I'm just making for myself, that is the skillet I cook in. And then
I have one. The knife sharpener.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The knife sharpener.
We didn't know what non-sharpened knives were like. Like, you don't know until you try to cut
with a dull knife.
A tomato with a dull knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a knife sharpener.
The Le Creuset Dutch oven. Flame. It's in flame.
Multi-dish? Oh, I don't have that.
No, the Dutch oven. The first one you got. Actually,
Oh,
the second one.
It's just a Dutch oven.
Yeah, but what color is it? It's white.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I use that one to make. I use that one to make most of my dishes and stuff because it's multi-purpose and I can use it to make a lot of different things. So for me, those are my two. Do you have a second one?
I have a second one.
It's the paella dish.
Oh, most definitely
It
saves a ton of time. Beforehand, I used to use the French oven, the 2.5 quart French oven to make rice. But the paella pan has changed all of that.
Wait, the question was besides
cast iron. But
so
you brought up the paella pan.
So wait, both of mine were cast iron. I am so sorry. Let me rethink the question.
For me, I will also say I have to have wooden spatulas, wooden spoons, and the silicone, what you call it? And a ton. Oh, the KitchenAid.
The KitchenAid. Okay, that is my. Sorry, the KitchenAid. I misunderstood the question. The KitchenAid because, and then with the KitchenAid, the rubber spatulas, the silicone spatula she's meaning because my KitchenAid has a stainless steel bowl, and to get stuff off the side, I don't like putting metal in that or wood, so I use the silicone spatulas. So those are my two.
Mine is, like I said, the silicone spatulas, wooden spoons, most definitely, and the last thing that I would say I have to have in the kitchen are dry towels and washcloths. It's a must because if you're baking, cooking, and you're constantly moving throughout, I mean, it does wreak havoc when people know that you have 8,000 towels because you find them all over the place.
I don't know what she's talking about. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, people like to use 3 and 4 at a time, but other than that, it's, I like all of the towels because you're using them constantly. But
together we just created 4.
Right. Okay, so what is the next channel milestone you would like to reach? The hubster gave it to us. The hubster gave it. Maya's looking shocked. His next milestone, dun 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 dun, is 10,000.
10,000.
So he said that's where you should go. You should go from 1,000 to 10,000.
Oh, and then 10,000 to 100,000.
Right.
We'll just keep adding zeros, okay? Zeros. And so I guess the next time we'll get a Q&A is 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, it's 10,000. We can
wow.
do it, guys.
We can do it.
I would sing the build Bob the Builder song, but we can do it, guys.
We can do it. So when he said that at first, I was like,
but we just keep adding zeros.
But, I mean, why not? Okay, so what's one thing they don't know about you, Maya?
One thing they don't know about me. I am a fashionista. It's like, we knew that. But seriously, I love fashion. And that's not anything that we have a segment for because we just didn't know how we would present that to an audience. Like, what are they? What they really interested in? But I adore fashion. I contemplated minoring it, but I ended up just choosing with just biology. But I love fashion. That is one thing they don't know. And Mom's is going to be really amazing, and I'm going to want to replace her.
She's a runner. She's a track star. I love to run. I am a huge walk runner. Like every morning, the hubster and I are out and about early. Even when my favorite time of the year is fall and supposed winter, because it's North Carolina. We get 1 month of cold weather, which is January. Which is cool to me. I'm not, we lived.
Please don't give me more.
Please, we're
okay.
good.
Thank you.
I'm not complaining. Please, just come down off the 97 degrees and bring it down to more like 75.
Oh, and
can stay
don't do
right
what you
there.
did last year and drop all the way to the negative.
No, we don't
15s.
need any
That was
negative
okay.
anything.
Just you went too far.
75 degrees, the lowest 60. Good. We're good. We lived through snow. We lived in places where it snowed. I'm good. I am good. Put a little jacket on. We're good to go. I am not a fashionista, but I just love fun colors and everything. And my favorite shoe is a Converse. I wear Converse all the time.
Yeah. So if you want to see more of the two things we just said, just let us
And
know.
perfume. Okay. Yeah, I'm a perfume. I have enjoyed perfume since I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And it's because of my mom.
And they passed that on to us, and so now I love perfumes.
Yeah.
I love scents.
My sisters, everybody, we're all perfume people. And and lotion. And that's another thing. Okay. What is something hi Candy. This is from Candy. What is something you secretly always wanted to try to cook or bake, but haven't got around to it?
All right, so this is gonna sound very weird because I have made bread on this channel, but the one thing I really want to learn how to make is sandwich bread. Not this is as I said, it was going to be weird. So sandwich bread, the bread that you can get at the bakery like Guggenhof. By the way, shout out to Guggenhof, amazing bakery. But they make sandwich bread and it's all one loaf. I have not mastered that skill yet. So the second I do, I will make a video about that. But that's what I want to learn how to cook, well, bake.
When we lived overseas, my favorite, we used to go to this place called Il Duetto. It was a family-owned and operated Italian restaurant. And it was really authentic Italian food. And I used to order tortellini ai funghi. If I can make that, if I could just make that. First off, I'd have to learn how to make tortellini. And so far, did she just laugh at me? Like, really?
I'm laughing because
wow.
you said you want to learn the whole thing, but you actually have to go learn this step first before you learn this big step here.
Right.
But you just went with it too. You're like, I want to learn how to make that, but I first have to learn how to do it.
It was so delicious. It was so delicious. It was so good.
There's nothing like Italian food, like from
authentic,
an Italian.
Yeah. Yes.
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 So like,
and have yet to have anything that could compare to that. I would love to learn how to make tortellini ai funghi. Basically, tortellini with mushrooms. So good. So good. But we'd have to take little baby steps because, like Maya was saying, you got to learn how to make the noodle first.
For the both of us, the KitchenAid comes with a bunch of attachments and stuff, and one of the ones that Mom and I were thinking about getting is the ones that make pasta, like ravioli things. So we wanted to learn how to do that so that we could learn how to make ravioli ourselves, because we tried to cut it and it didn't cut.
And we tried to make some ravioli. It turned out okay-ish.
I liked it,
but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. It didn't have the same thing. Okay, so Candy also asked, okay, Maya, you're having a tea party. Mm-hmm. Who from the present and past are you going to invite? And what are you serving?
Present and past.
So who would you invite? Okay, if I'm having a tea party. Oh, it's you? But she didn't say Maya, it's just from both of us.
Okay, I know the past person. I would want Maya Angelou to be there because I feel like over tea, she would have some amazing stories. Mm-hmm. And also, I was named after her, so I felt like it would be like really amazing.
We named her after Maya Angelou, and Maya Angelou, who is a poet, author, you know, and then Maya Lin, who also created the Vietnam Veteran Wall that you see when you go there.
Okay, and from present, is she invited already, or we're just? She said, if you're having a who for the past, present, are you gonna invite? Do you count?
I'm from the present, but who
other besides? Okay. There was somebody. I had it on the tip of my tongue and I had lost it.
I know who I would invite.
You're gonna have to cut this part out. I'm not taking credit for this at all. She had some little cake. What is her name?
Oh, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. Thank you. Those two people.
So Maya Angelou and Viola Davis.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you going to make?
See that
what tea would you make?
Ooh. Okay, so the thing we have learned.
You have Maya Angelou, you have Viola Davis. What tea do you make?
The thing that we have learned from making tea from the garden, I've learned that it is notoriously stronger than any tea that you can get from the grocery store. So I would go in the backyard and I would pick the best peppermint tea. And I know how to make it now really strong, really good. So you take a bunch of mint and you put it in the pot, like a lot of it, more mint than there is water or equal to it, and you let that steep, and it is the most amazing tea.
What are you serving
with the tea? I think I would then have to get Mom to make me some tea. I only know how to bake bread. I am stuck after that point, but Mother makes amazing they're like cream cheese cookies.
I don't even remember you.
The lemon cookies we made during Vlogmas last year.
Yeah, those were really good. Okay, so if I had a tea party,
you can't sit with people.
I wouldn't sit with people. From the past, I would invite my grandmother and my great grandmother on both sides, and from the present, I would invite my mom and all of her sisters.
I thought we were only allowed to invite one person.
There was no limitation. There's no limitation. She didn't say. Okay.
Candy, I love you, but I thought there was only one person.
And then what am I serving? I would serve chamomile tea because I want everybody to be relaxed. So like a lavender chamomile tea. And what would I serve? It would be all little sandwiches, cookies, and that sort of thing.
She upstaged me on my own part of the segment.
It's my imagination. It's my imagination. Well, guys, join us on Monday. It's
for the giveaway.
For the giveaway.
We'll give more information
then.
Yeah.
And then we really appreciate you guys. This is the longest video that we've ever had on this channel for sure.
It's not true. Yes, it is.
Yes. I was like, since when?
Tell us if this is an acceptable length for a video.
No, this is no.
Seriously,
27 minutes.
Because YouTube is saying we need to make our videos
not
longer.
27 minutes.
So should they be half of this length?
Let us know what a good length is for you guys. Up to 15.
That's what I was saying.
I know.
I am so grateful and I'm blessed for this channel. For sometimes when I was having like really bad ulcerative colitis symptoms, this was one of the only things that we really had. So just knowing, oh, you got some views on that, or someone related to me when I was making my tea, or I learned something new about another place in the world that had their own special type of tea. And I know even for the Le Creuset, we've learned so much about it just by making these channels. We learned a lot.
And I'm also grateful too, because what started out as just sharing how I managed to purchase all of the items, on sale. I was trying to show people like you can get these items, you don't have to pay full price all the time, and bringing that to you guys and people running with it and going with it and telling me what they purchased. And I'm just so grateful for that, because at first I was just doing it for myself, like let me see, but it's nice to see that everybody gets to benefit and
kind of like everyone gets to win.
Everybody wins, and we're here rooting for everybody. We want everybody to be well, to get that Le Creuset pot, to, and we want to celebrate with everybody. And we just thank you guys for celebrating with us. And before we hit 30 minutes, because I'll be the one editing. So
probably won't be 30 minutes when you guys see it. But it is right now.
So on that note, guys, thanks you so much.
Thanks
for 1,000. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.